Hey guys, back on Ace, and today I'm going to be shooting a simple tutorial on how to make a Freddy Krueger claw glove. And the first thing we're going to do is get our A4 paper ready. Also, if you mind, you could, if you want, you could use some yellow A4 later in the video, but white is plenty enough. So first of all, we're going to make the claws, which are, I think, that long, right? I wouldn't mind if it were a bit longer, so let's do that. And then we've got this finger joint, which is in my case about this long, maybe a bit bigger for the middle finger. And then finally we've got this finger joint. Finger segment, I think the word joint would not make a lot of sense. Alright, so once that's done, we will be using this remaining part to make our plate, like this area. So a shape like that will do the trick. And then obviously we are gonna need a thumb, so let's just mark out the thumb. And then the rest will be the yellow A4. Alright, so let me cut this out and show you what I actually mean. So, first take this segment of the A4 paper, and we are going to fold it once and twice. So these are going to be our claws. So obviously this is going to be a simple little decorative item, like a Halloween costume prop. So we are not going to make this out of cardboard. If we wanted to make this functional, then I'd advise you to use some cardboard for it. I'm planning on making a lot of horror related stuff recently because I thought that'd be pretty fun to try out. Alright, so like this, you've got one claw done. Now what I want you to do is take some tape and then tape it from the top. A bit lower than the top would be fine as well. And like that you have one claw done. Now to make it actually look like a claw, I'm going to be doing this. Trim it down a little bit to a sharp point like that. Now I'll be doing that 4 times. Alright, so once you have all the 4 claws ready, the next step I'd advise you to make the upper finger segment. You could do this in any step you'd like, but I think this would be easier to comprehend compared to doing the lower or even the arm area. So let's just start by cutting off this piece right there, and then we'll fold it in half twice, just like we did earlier. Now this step will be a lot different than what we did for the claws because all 4 of our fingers are quite different than one another, especially between people. So what I'll be doing is I'll be taking my own finger shape. So I think that's good for that. That's good for the middle finger. And that's probably good for the ring. but this one's a bit too big for my pinky, so I'll be chopping a little bit off the top like that. Now to connect them, I'll be using some more A4, of course, like about this big. I think will do the trick. One, two, three, and four. Alright, so roll this, and using a bit of tape, just stick it like that. Now I want you to do it in such a way that the top part is smaller than the bottom hole, because the top part will be the top of your fingers. So you'd want it to be a bit tapering upwards, if you know what I mean. Like this. Okay, that's too big. Alright, so yeah, that big, and that fits perfectly, so I'll just fix it in place by using a longer strip of paper and then just wrapping it around it like that. So like that, I have one finger done, and you can proceed by sticking one of the claws to it like that. So repeat this process for all 4 fingers, and I'll see you when I've done that. Alright, so far here's how it looks. I have a lot of finger movement, flexibility, and the claws look decently okay as well. Right, so yeah, you can use this technique for any clawed things, like even a dinosaur costume if you want, I don't know. So the next step would in fact be to add this joint right there. Now in order to do that, I'll be following the same step, so let me quickly finish that as well. Alright, so here are the tiny little joints. Now let me quickly put these joints on first, finger by finger. And just like that, we have one finger ready. So once you have one finger ready, just tape the 2 joints together from the inside like that. So now you can move, and this won't come out unless you pull on both the joints or the lower joint. So there's one finger, and I don't think I'm going to do it for the middle finger. I could make it a joint, but I'm gonna pass on that. Instead, I'll do it for the ring finger. Now I won't do it for the middle finger, I'll show it to you guys later on. So ring finger as well, so it's a nice little hinge. And finally the pinky finger. Stick it inwards like that, so all fingers are in place except the middle finger. So what I'm going to do is I made a small little glove like thing right there using some yellow A4, and I put on a thumb attachment. So now I can just slide my hand through it like this, and I'm gonna have the middle finger stuck. I don't know where I was planning to stick it. Maybe inside like that. Anyways, I'll just do that. Never mind. I'm going to stick these together just like normal. And finally we have one last, actually two more steps remaining. One of them is the thumb, which I'll stick right there like that. Okay, so this glove of ours only has the thumb in it already, and you have to wear all the 4 fingers separately. Now the final step I was going to talk about is going to be the plate. This plate is, it looks like it's right above the yellow glove part. Technically this should be made out of metal, but obviously I'm not going to do that. Alright, so stick it there like this, and we should be good to go. That's all for today's video, I'm pretty sure, unless you want to add some design, like for example one right there. So yeah, that's about it for this video. I've got my glove, which I put it on like this, and then I put on my fingers, one at a time. And if you put them all together, you have it. You have Freddy Krueger's claws. You could make one more joint for the thumb right there, but I'm gonna pass on that for this video. So that's about it. Thank you guys for watching. Hope you enjoyed. Hope you got some inspiration to do some paper crafts. And if you did, don't forget to subscribe to my channel, like this video, comment me down below what should I do next in my next videos, and share my videos. Thank you. Bye bye.